YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, click on post notifications so that you never miss a video, and comment down below. Share me out on all platforms. Hit the all button when you hit the notification so that every time I drop a video, you will get the notification. And let's start with part 2 from part 1 of part 2, if you know what I mean. So let's start with this. I want to thank the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for keeping me through my journey, through my ups and downs, through my obstacles that I had come my way. I just want to give him all the glory, because without him, I wouldn't be here. Simple. Now, with that being said, I'm jumping right into it. I was down here in Charlotte, and I was having foot problems. Yeah, my foot problem started off with a sore on the side of my foot. I had rubbed the sore on these shoes. I had these Jordan shoes. You know, everybody like Jordan. I like Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really wear Jordan because of the way the shoe is made. I was supposed to wear New Balances. I got a pair of New Balances back there. I got a brand new pair of boots up there that I got from the I get a free pair of boots every year. Free pair every year. So this year coming up, I'm gonna get me another pair of New Balances because they're real comfortable to my feet. So that being said, I started having problems with my foot. So I got with a foot doctor, and he was like, I see where you rub the sore on your foot. Now keep in mind, I'm gonna say this too. I don't have any feeling from under the calf down to my toes right now. I don't have no feeling. None. So I was having problems, and I rubbed the sore on there, and then he was like, I'm putting this boot. I said, okay. I never heard, I've seen people with boots, but I never thought I'd be in one. So put me in this boot, wore it for a little while, it healed, and that was that. Okay. 2 months later, having the same problem with the same foot, which is the right foot. I was at I went through this tip service. I was helping these people at Odessa. It's called Odessa Car Auction down here in Charlotte, off of Wilkinson Boulevard. Not Wilkinson Boulevard, Western House. It's off of Western House. So I was helping them, and then leading up to the first problem I was having in life itself. I was washing cars, and I kept feeling something wet in my shoe, and I was like, is that water? Because the job that I had at Odessa, the car auction, was, at first I was waxing cars. So I ain't had nothing to do with no wet, you know. So then we would switch places. Like I would vacuum one day if somebody didn't come in, or I would wash cars with the power washer one day. So this particular day I was at the power washer. So I was spraying and everything. We sprayed everything. And I kept feeling and I went on break like 20 or an hour later than that. I went on break, and I said, it feels wet. Something ain't right. So I kept going back to work, and I said, well, it'll dry up, whatever it is. I kept feeling it. Some said, take your shoe off. And I had some bright red Air Jordan. So I took the shoe off, and lo and behold, my sock was red. I was like, what the heck? So I went up and told the supervisor, I said, look, I need to leave because my sock is wet. And he was like, your sock is wet. I said, yeah, it's got blood on it. It's wet. He was like, you leave here. He said, you go straight to the emergency room. I said, okay. He said, you bring the note in tomorrow, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to take you out of work. I said, okay. So I went to the emergency room thinking that they're just going to patch it up and, you know, wrap it up or whatever. No, that wasn't the case. The case was I had to have emergency surgery. Because me doing the stuff that I wasn't doing like I'm supposed to, which led from Virginia all the way down here to Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? And plus, I'm gonna tell you something else. It kind of peed me off, and I found that out. I'll tell you later on during the story. But They said I was type 2. Keep in mind, they said, the doctor said, the one I was seeing, he said I was type 2. I said, okay. But leave it. Type 2 led from here, from Virginia, all the way down here. It stayed at type 2. I was like, okay, type 2. You know. So I had to get my foot amputated. I mean, not my foot, but my toe. My toe amputated. The small toe. Small one. So I was like, man, I'm depressed. So no. I said, I didn't know it was going to be like this. So they kept me in there for a week. They kept bringing podiatrist up. I never seen a podiatrist in my life. So they kept bringing a podiatrist up, and he was seeing me. So I ended up going to see him. And he was like, you know, you can't wear certain shoes. And I was like, what you talking about? It's a Nike. Nike had the best shoes. But to come to find out, they don't. New Balance got the best shoes for diabetic. Trust me. So he said, what size shoe you wear? I said, I wear a 12. He said, you're going to start wearing a 13 because it gives you more room. Your foot moves in the shoe. Your foot don't sit in the shoe like this. Your foot moves when you move. Your foot moves almost like a, I don't know the word I'm trying to use, but it's like your foot don't move. It moves like this. It don't stay in that crowded space at one time. He said, so by you being in a 12, you was running friction on your pinky toe. He said, so it was basically hanging there. Right? So they cut that off. Okay, now I got 9 toes. Coming to wear with 10. At the point I had 9 toes. I said, okay, I'm gonna try to do better. He said, yeah, because if you don't, he said, that's where it starts. It starts in your feet. You start taking toes off. Then before you know it, your foot is gone, and before you know it, your leg is gone, all the way up to your thigh. I said, well, it scared me at first, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm hard-headed, okay? At that time, hard-headed, okay? 6 months later, I'm back in the men's room again. I'm still at Odessa because I was trying to stay there to try to get on. You had to stay there a year to get hired onto the company. So I'm having the same issue. My foot is hurting. I'm hard-headed. I go back to the men's room again, and this time they tell me I'm diabetic type 1. Keep in mind, I was told I was type 2 all this time. Now I'm diabetic type 1, which is the worst of the worst. It's worse than diabetic 2. Okay, it's worse, far worse. So I'm like, okay, I was told I was diabetic type 2. No, you diabetic type 1. And me still being hard-headed, didn't do my research. So I went back to the men's room. Okay, remember I got the pinky toe was amputated. Now I got the other toe amputated. I had 10, I had 9, now I got 8. I got 8 toes. 8 toes, right? I'm pissed because I'm like, if I knew I was diabetic type 1, maybe I would have took it a little bit serious. But at the end of the day, y'all have to take it serious anyway because type 2 ain't nothing to be played with either. So I'm type 1. Okay. I'm pissed. Which didn't make it no better. Okay. I'm laying in the hospital and they give me an antibiotic. 2 hours in, giving me the antibiotic through the IV, I was saying that it's burning. I said, the nurse said it's not supposed to burn. It may burn a little bit going in, but it's supposed to stop. No, it's burning through my IV. It has my whole hand. My whole hand was burning. My whole arm was burning. So I was like, I don't understand it. She said, well, if it's still burning in a couple more minutes, let me know and I'll change the IV. I said, okay. I look at 20 minutes later after she left, I look up on my stomach and I got hives. I'm like, I called her back in. I said, look, I've got hives, or like I got stung by a bee. And I said, I'm not allergic to bees. So she goes, let me see what the problem is. So she checked the IV. She said, we got you on this Omnicell. Omnicell, I'm letting y'all know what it is. Omnicell is an antibiotic. It's supposed to help, cure different things like all antibiotics do. And when she took me off of it, 2 hours after that, my hives went away. She said, "Well, you're allergic to onion cells." I said, "Okay, give me something, morphine or something, because I got pain. My pain in my foot was excruciating." So she gave me morphine. And I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. I was laying there like, "God, if you get me out of this, I gotta ship up and do right now." Keep in mind, I'm telling God all this stuff about I need to do this, I need to do that. And at the end of the day, I'm still being hard-headed. Still thinking in my mind I'm type 2, and the doctor sit there and told me I'm type 1. Get out the hospital. I'm wearing all these shoes and everything, and I was on crutches for a little while. I was on the boot for a year, off and on. I was on a year the first time. I'm on a year the second time. And he said, if I don't hurry up and do like I'm supposed to be doing, then I'm gonna be in some serious trouble, because it starts with your toes. So I stood up there and I just talked to the nurse. The nurse was like, "If I see you back in here one more time with some off the wall BS," she said, "Me and you gonna have a serious conversation." I said, "I ain't coming back. Not in here. I'm not coming back, right?" Boy, was I wrong? I ain't coming back. So I went back in there. It was about a year after that. I went back in there for something to do with diabetes. She said, "Didn't I just tell you?" I said, "You know what? We just had to have a conversation because I'm hard-headed." She said, "You are," I think I was 42. She said, "You're 42 years old, and you keep coming in here." She said, "You're an adult, and you act like a kid in the candy store." I said, "I can't help it. I'm hard-headed. Hard-headed gets you nowhere. Not doing what the doctor tell you gets you nowhere. Not wearing the proper shoes gets you nowhere. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I was hard-headed." So we had a little conversation. I told her, I said, "I promise I'm not coming back in here. Ever. For nothing." Well, guess what? I went back. But not that hospital. Went to another hospital. And they kept me for a week. Only because I had got pneumonia. I had the flu or pneumonia. I can't think of which one I had. I had either one of them. One or the other. And it's messing with my diabetes. Now I'm laying in the bed with a pair of jogging pants on, a pair of shorts on, a pair of jogging pants, and a pair of jeans. And on top of the jeans, I had another pair of jogging pants. Now I was cold, right? I didn't know what it was. I'm laying in there with 3 pair of shirts on, a jacket with the fur around the bomber coat. I had that on. I had a stocking cap on. I had 2 pair of gloves on. I had a pullover on. I mean, I was sitting there like I was in Alaska somewhere. And at that time, I was married. I'm my second marriage. And I asked her, I said, "Could you take me to the doctor?" She goes, "Well, me and my mom are going to hang out." I'm like, "What's more important, your mama or your husband staying in bed, freezing, literally?" So she left. So I called my friend. I said, no, actually I called my sister-in-law, and I told her, I said, "I need to go to the emergency room ASAP, and I'm cold. And it's not normal for me to lay in here with all these clothes on." She said, "No, it's not." She said, "What you need to do is you need to go to the emergency room." I said, "I'm gonna call my friend, my boy at the time, and I want him to take me to the emergency room." So he took me. And that's when they kept me another week. My sugar was off the Richter scale. When I say that, when I went in there, my sugar was reading 600. Close to 7. And she said it was a guy here before I got there, and his sugar was reading 800. He was blind. Legally blind. I was like, whoa. I said, I need my eyes to see. There was no laughing matter. Because I was in there for They couldn't get my sugar down for nothing. That's one reason why they kept me a week, because they couldn't get it down. No matter what they were doing, they were feeding me right, whatever. I can think maybe it was because I was nervous because I was in there, or was it because it was just doing whatever it was doing? Because I had pneumonia. So I got scared again. I said, man, I gotta do like I was supposed to be doing. Okay, I get out. Week later, still not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, I went from being big. I was thinking I was wearing three something to like I am now, 3 something to I can't think of what I was. I went from being big to this big, literally. That's from not taking my medicine. I was exercising, but it was hurting me though. That's from not taking my medicine like I'm supposed to, not eating right. I was working at Sears at that time. Yeah, Sears at that time. And I was walking up and down and work like it ain't nothing. How you doing today? Hey, I'm doing good. Knowing dang on well I won't doing good. So I'm saying, if you ever find out you have diabetes running in your family, go get checked. Anyway, you may not show that you have it, but at least you got checked for it. Because I got misdiagnosed. Because I look at it as, the man telling me I'm type 2 all the time, I get down here I'm type 1. My weight goes up and down. I don't wish diabetes on nobody. Not even my worst enemy. I don't wish diabetes on nobody, because diabetes is right. What they say now is no cure, but it is a cure. If you eat right, exercise right, and you do like the doctor tell you to do, it can be reversed. I know a lot of people out here that has diabetes that they just started eating fresh vegetables and exercising right, doing what the doctor tells them to do. They have reversed diabetes. So it is reversible. But you gotta be on a strict diet. I've been a diabetic ever since I was 24, I think 24, 23. So it's been a long time. And I've been up and down the roller coaster. So I know the do's and I know the don'ts. I know the yes and I know the no. I know everything about being a diabetic. From my own personal experience. Going through the things I go through. I come in the world with 10 toes, and I'm leaving the world with 8, hopefully. I won't have no more problems with my feet. I'm off balance on the right side because of that. I still wear New Balances. I still wear a size 13 even though I wear a size 12. You know what I'm saying? I always wear the diabetic socks because it helps your feet breathe. I can't just wear any kind. I can't wear anything like that no more. You have to wear clothes that fit, not falling off your tail. You know what I'm saying? Them gangster days is over. I'm trying to wisen up, ship right, get yourself together. Now let me say this too. You can get boils too. Okay? Boils is sores in your head. I had 4 in my head at one time, with 2 back here and 2 up here. Now this one right here, I will talk about it on my next video. This one back here, I will talk about it on my next video. You gotta stay tuned, because it gets better. But it gets worse before it gets better. Trust me. There's always an ending. A positive ending in my videos. Now, by me jumping around, it's only because I be thinking what I want to say, and then I'll be thinking, well, wait a minute, I forgot to say this, and I'll be jumping back and forth. That's the only reason why my video is like it is now. But hopefully it won't jump around no more, because I'm still gotta tell y'all about certain things that's going on. And that driving, you got to know. You got to know. Symptoms for low blood sugar. These are the symptoms right here. Fast heartbeat, impaired vision, hunger, headache, irritable, weakness, fatigue, anxious, dizziness, sweating, shaking. All that's low blood sugar. Symptoms include. Now, I'm going to talk about the rest of it in my next video. So if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, click on post notifications so that you never miss a video, and comment down below. Remember, you're too blessed to be stressed, love, and happiness at all times. So somebody tell me you love them, and always do a random act of kindness. Part 3 is going to be, you'll see. Part 3, you'll see. Anyway, again, $2.99 to join my channel. Feel free to join my channel. You will not be disappointed. Category game coming soon. Working on a few things. Description down in the bottom of the description. I'm gonna have. I'm too old for that link to get on there. So you can grab some merch. And I got my new merch that's out right now, which is a lion beside a crown that has my OV in the middle and one-of-a-kind vlogs at the bottom. Feel free to cop my merch. I'm running a early bird special, 10% off all month long. Valentine's Day, I'll probably run another special because it's all about trying to get my merch out there. It's not really about the profit. It's really not about the profit with me. I just want to get out good stuff, and I want to have it before too long. I'm gonna have my own heat press, and I can sell the stuff like I want to sell it. So until next time, be there, be square, and I will see you on the next one.